goody! Hey guys, welcome back to Blessed Dress. It's Victoria, aka Sister Vic, and we have another outfit of the day. So I was just running one quick errand today, and I decided it would be a good time to let my fro out and also wear this shirt, which I haven't worn in a really long time. So I constructed my outfit around the shirt, which is mostly baby pink and white, and it has a navy floral detail. I paired it with some navy pants that I got from H&M, gold and white accessories that play into the gold neckline trim, and also the white lace and other details in the shirt. So I have an array of accessories in those colors, of which my favorite is this arm candy from my sister-in-law, Kaya. I really like it because it has this like holy dove. I have my white and gold thong sandals, which again, I was just running a quick errand. I do not recommend wearing shoes this flat and unsupportive on the regular. Now, the star of this outfit is this shirt. Let me tell you, this shirt was so expensive. Let me tell you the story behind it. My husband and I were going on an extended weekend trip to Spain to visit our brothers who were there at the time. And we were flying out of New York because it was cheaper to do so. We thought to ourselves, you know what, let's not just pass through New York. Let's make it big. Let's really enjoy the day there. So we got everything set. We're all packed. We're like, all right, got everything we need. On the bus to New York, we even took our selfies and sent to family. Like, hey, we in the building. About to live it up in New York for some quick hours. We enjoyed. We went out to eat. We saw sights. We walked around. It was just such a refreshing experience. Some point in the day, it hit us. Did we pack our passports? It hit us like a ton of bricks. We were so caught up and enjoying our time in New York that we forgot what we needed to get to Spain. So we started brainstorming. All right, maybe one of us should stay here and the other one of us should go back home to get the passports and then take another bus back. We're looking at the bus times and we're like, that's risky. That is not gonna work. We're not gonna make it in time. And then we're like, okay, well, who can we call? Who can bail us out? Who would be able to come up here and bring the passport? So we split up. All right, you call XYZ, I'll call ABC, and we're like calling and texting people, pacing around. This person can't do it, that person can't do it, this person doesn't pick up. Finally, we land on our dear brother, Lordly. Shout out to you, Lordly, because you are the real MVP. And he says he's doing something, but he thinks he can make it down. All right, bet. Now, how is he gonna get our passports to bring them to New York? Who can open the door? All right, well, thankfully, we knew personally our landlord, and my husband had his phone number. DJ, he's cool peeps, and you know that DJ stands for Ayo Deji. So he talks to him and he's like, all right, let me call my boys, let me see who I can get out there, because this was non-traditional hours. And so he had to find someone, and we were time bound. Finally, he lands on someone who gets out there, but we're playing the middleman between Lordly and this person, tracking Lordly and at the same time tracking this guy. The guy gets there and he's threatening to leave because he doesn't see anyone, and we're like, no, please don't leave. You don't know how much we need this. This trip, we had really poured savings and a lot of money and energy into this trip. Finally, they connect. The guy opens the door. We tell Lordly where the passports are. He gets them and he's booking it. Shout out to DJ, our brother indeed, who came alongside Lordly to New York. You know when you can just do nothing but wait? It was agonizing. I mean, all we could do was wait for him to arrive. So when the time was getting closer, we're like, you know what? Let's go to the airport. Let's at least be there where we need to be so that once Lordly arrives, we can get things in motion. So we get there, we speak to somebody at the desk, explain the situation to them. Please, can you check us in and do everything else? Take our bags and whatever is necessary. And once the passports come here, we'll give them to you and we can just keep it moving from there. We even have pictures of our passports. Whatever we can do right now, can we please do it so that we'll be able to make this flight? Because guys, this was a local airline. This was not a big name. There's no such thing as refund. There's no such thing as credit. There's no nothing. So the lady we spoke to brings another lady along. We explained the situation to her and she's like, okay, wait. starts doing some other seemingly meaningless tasks. We're like, oh, ma'am, the passports are like almost here. Please, can you just check us in and do whatever is necessary? She starts engaging with other people, talking to some other people that are coming up to the desk who I would assume their flights were nowhere near leaving. She proceeds to just ignore us. Now, mind you, this woman didn't go somewhere far where she had to, go on a computer somewhere. She wasn't working on our case. She just kind of left us there. What's going on? Eventually, Lordly says he's here. Run outside, grab the passports. We're back inside. Okay, ma'am, here they are. We are ready. I'm sorry, it's too late. You're not able to check into that flight. Come again? Yeah, the time is up. You're not able to check into that flight. It's too late. You'll have to go on a different flight. You've missed this one. No words. No words. At this point, she goes another direction and she's no longer attending to us. Another gentleman comes out with his walkie-talkie. Oh, what seems to be the problem? How can I help you? We explain the situation to him. He says, oh, talks to some people on the walkie-talkie. Unfortunately, time just passed for you to be able to check into the flight. They're about to close the gates. Why didn't you just talk to someone to have them check you in and, run all the details, take your bags and everything, and then once the passports arrive, you could just show them the passports and then go straight through security to the gate. But that's what we said. That's what we tried to do. The disbelief that we had at that moment. There was no other flight leaving the next day. The next flight out was the day after the next. And we're like, all right, well, it surely doesn't make sense to spend that long in New York. Let's go back home. So we went back home with Lordly and DJ in sadness and all the what ifs and we should have just floating through our minds. And it's just one of those moments, trusting that they that sow in tears will reap in joy. Because we could have just canceled the trip and said, okay, well, whatever we lost, we've lost. But instead we threw more money at it. More like we squeezed more money into it. It was a big investment. Visiting our brothers was so much deeper. We hadn't seen them in a long time. And we wanted to visit them, show them that we support them and support their ventures overseas. So much expectation and hope was in this trip. Do you know that I had to pray against bitterness towards that woman? Because I can't understand it and I can't explain it. Despite the circumstance, despite our mistake, the way God just orchestrated everything working together, the way He moved all the people to come to our aid like pieces on a chessboard. We were this close, only for a Goliath to stand at the door and just say no. But in all things, we give thanks. I can say that we were so grateful to our friends, to the level of dedication and support that they showed. So when we got to Spain, I was like, I am making the most of this trip. Turned down for what? We went out to eat. Bros took us to like the happening spots in town, took us to some shops where I got this shirt from a local shop. The circumstances surrounding it, the blood, sweat, and tears poured into that trip. This shirt was expensive. Now, almost anywhere we go, we bring our passport. I mean, road trip. But aren't you guys just driving like an hour away? Passports in the bag. Well, thank you guys so much for listening to this story and tuning in. Check out some other YASM TV content creators. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Until next time, guys, God bless.
Wow. But stop.